confession to make. I'm not a very serious person. Seriously. Yep, it's true. If you've seen any of the videos that I've done in the past, you know there's generally some point in there I just start joking or cracking up or sarcasm or something like that, because that's just how I see the world. Or maybe that's just how the world is these days. But I figure if you can't laugh at things, you're going to end up one of those crazy people on the side of a road someplace holding up some sign with a slogan on it that you know nothing about, and making a complete fool of yourself. So I'd rather stand here making jokes than being that idiot. If you're that idiot, why are you watching this? You are in the wrong place. Go back to your mommy's basement. This is where real people go to see funny things about cooking. So I love getting off on these little tangents. Anyways, I just see the world as funny and different things, and when opportunities present themselves, I'm like, ooh, that's a funny joke. Case in point, my identical cousin Edgar came down visiting from Beaver Stump, Canada. It's a very real place. Don't bother looking it up. It didn't make that up at all. Anyways, I figured I'd take him out to Mexican food, right? He's never been, so this will be fun. So we're sitting there having some tacos, and Edgar starts telling me that they have Canadian tacos. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And then he's going on, and I realize he's describing a ham sandwich. So immediately the light went off in my head. Comedy gold. Got him to record that. It's one of my earliest videos. You got to see this. Cousin Edgar was fantastic. But then I thought, we got to do this for real and other things, and we got to expand this idea out. What other countries would be great to make fun of? Swedish tacos came to mind. Sweden tacos. That doesn't occur to most people. Okay, I know. Hang on. Just stop with the don't do that. Anyways, I put some Swedish meatballs in a tortilla. It was a joke. It was disgusting. It was hilarious. And I learned two things that day. Never put Swedish meatballs in a tortilla. It really was that bad. And it turns out Swedish people have no sense of humor whatsoever. It was a joke. I know about Cozy Fridays and Taco Fredag and the whole thing. I know I said that wrong. But come on. Swedish meatballs in a tortilla. It was meant to be funny. Some people got it. Some people didn't. It's okay if they don't all have to work. But next idea I had, now that was going to be genius, because Irish people love being made fun of. If there's one thing about Irish people we all know, is that they know how to take a joke. So I'm working on a baked potato one day, and it occurred to me, if I cut this thing straight in half, that's an Irish taco. Put some meat in there, some cheese on it, boom. Comedy gold, right? Yeah, well, I learned two things that day. Turns out Irish people do not like being made fun of. You know who you are. And turns out you really can make an Irish taco by putting taco meat in a potato. I didn't take it seriously enough, and I just slapped some in there for the comedy effect, but I ate that thing. It was delicious. So now I find myself in a very awkward place, because I have to do something that goes against everything I stand for. I'm going to take this seriously. We're making the Irish taco. For real this time. What does it take to make an Irish taco? Well, you need a potato. Obviously. I think that was in the early one. You need meat. I have some chorizo right here. I have some taco meat. I've done videos on cooking these things, or there might be a thing here showing me cooking chorizo. You can find those recipes on this channel. If you go back to the homepage, click the how to cook title down there. It'll take you back to the homepage, and you can find all kinds of things. I've got like 250 or 280 or 6,000 recipes or something on here, videos. So just go find that. You can always search for it. Use the little magnifying glass thing and just put in taco meat, something like that. That'll work. Or chorizo, or potatoes, or Cousin Edgar. There you go, one of those. We need cheese. We have onions. We have green onions. We have Mexican sour cream, the agria. Very good. Agria. I'm sorry, I don't roll my R's that well, so I don't tend to do that. And I also have hot sauce. And what else do I have? I have a knife. And I have some idea of what I'm doing because I had to do this yesterday. Turns out I had the camera set wrong and the focus was wrong. And I was just a blurry blob standing here talking. But that cabinet looked gorgeous. So we're redoing this. So I have some idea what I'm doing. Let's just hurry along because I've already done this before. I know it's your first time, but keep up, people. All right. So I've done a couple of these as a test thing. I could slice off the top like you do with a twice-baked potato, scoop out the insides, and put this inside. You could split this down the middle. Don't stab yourself in the hand with a knife. That would be bad. I could slice this down the middle, scoop out the halves, put it back together like a taco, and do that. That's not my favorite way to do it. My favorite way to do it is to split this thing clean in half, like this. Be careful not to damage the skin because you need it. All right, we have our potato in half. That took a long time to get here. It really did. Because what you don't know is that I did 17 takes of that intro. I don't know which one you saw because I haven't seen it yet. But just know, I've been standing here for a while. This used to be warm. I was thinking I was going to burn my hand on this potato. This potato, by the way, I cleaned it, stabbed it with a fork a couple times so that it doesn't explode in the oven. That's not an old wives' tale. Potatoes actually do explode in the oven. So as insurance, I just poke them. It doesn't hurt them, so what the hell. That's what I did. And then I baked it at 408 degrees for 59 minutes. Exactly. Make sure you follow those directions to a T. Otherwise, what's the point of me standing here? I'm just kidding. Something around those temperatures. But basically, just cook the potato until it squishes, and then you know it's done. Let it cool down for a couple minutes, because otherwise this is going to be nuclear hot. And while it might be funny to watch me burn my hands, it's not as funny for you because you don't have a camera on you. So don't do that, okay? So we got this in here. I'm going to set this over here. I've got a fork. We're going to mash this up a little bit because we're making a mashed potato-y sort of thing that we're going to add all our yummy goodness to. Got a little sour cream going in this because you need a little of this. And I'm also going to put just a little in the bottom of the potato. That's delicious. Now we have, I'm going to go onions first. Here. Take some onions. These are just diced white onions. I like white onions for all Mexican food because it's a much cleaner taste. I'm going to throw a little bit of taco meat in there. Yeah, we are. That's good stuff. Okay, now I'm going to throw a little chorizo in here because, come on, potato and chorizo is the greatest combination ever invented. I swear, they probably invented that in Ireland when the Spanish Armada crashed into the shores, and then all the people in the thing, and you got the black Irish. They're like, we could take a chorizo and put it with your potatoes. And the Irish are like, because that's the only Irish accent I do. I'm sorry to the people of Ireland. Don't hate me. Put down the cricket bat. Don't get on that airplane and come out to hurt me. It was a joke. Come on. All we know about Irish people is from a Lucky Charms commercial. That and St. Patrick's Day. That's it, basically. We're America. We're stupid. All right, so I'm going to put some cheese in here. Because cheese in this sounds really, really good. What else does this need? Oh, it's going to need some hot sauce. Because, come on, it's going to need hot sauce. So I have some Cholula. This is a acidy, vinegary hot sauce. This tends to work really good for this sort of thing, but in all honesty, use whatever you want. If you want to use a habanero mango in there, knock yourself out. It's your potato, not mine. Actually, sorry, Irish taco. Yes, by the way, to the person in the comment section right now, I do know that this is a taco stuffed potato, but what you call things matters, and a name is worth at least 20 points towards flavor, right? And plating and the rest of it. It makes it much more interesting. So from now on, this shall be called the Irish taco because it sounds much more fun, and Ireland needs a win. They kind of do. I mean, come on. I'm putting this in here. If you, depending on which intro you saw, I have all my videos on Rumble, basically as a backup to YouTube, because I know one of these days I'm going to say something really stupid, and YouTube's going to be like, "He can't say that." This may have been that day. So if this channel ever disappears, look me up on Rumble. It's How to Cook, oddly enough, over there too. But all the videos are over there, and it's a cool thing, and it's kind of taken off like crazy over there. So getting subscribers, if you're watching this on Rumble, subscribe, hit the thing down there, follow, whatever it is, get in the chat and say something, leave me comments, because I love everybody. I am an equal opportunity offender. That's what I do. No one should ever take themselves so seriously that they can't take a joke. It's important, people. My dad taught me how to take a joke, usually by calling me fatty little dumb kid. I didn't get it at first, but you know, after he said it a couple tens of thousands of times, I'm like, oh, I get it now. Thanks, Dad. Just kidding. My dad was awesome, but he didn't pull any punches. All right. Next thing going on this is more cheese, because come on, we need all the cheese. This is Monterey Jack and cheddar, by the way, in case you were wondering, because I didn't mention it. So how would you know? If you want to use different cheeses, Oaxaca cheese, different things. If you want to use Irish cheese, good luck. I don't know if they make that or not. I have no idea. If you want to put bacon in this, or as our friends in the Irish, the Emerald Isle would say, crispy rashers, you could, I don't know, I read that on a menu once. Come on. You could stick bacon in here. Already cooked, of course. Just whoop, 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 whoop. It would be delicious. I'm not doing that because it's a taco. And I'm not crazy, but if you wanted to, I don't care. It's your Irish taco. These are going to go in the oven. I'm going to put this on a baking sheet. This baking sheet. I have a little foil on it because it's going to drip over. And you're now getting to see how stupid my kitchen is. This is literally the only workspace I have in this kitchen, and it is all taken up by this stuff. So I am going to pick this guy up without breaking it in half. You should have seen the video yesterday, folks. It did not turn out well. But you couldn't see it because everything here was a complete blur. Except for the fact that I have 4 cameras rolling. So only that camera was blur. Everything else was fine, but it still didn't quite work out. So we're doing this again. All right, there we go. Okay, that goes in the oven. It's still at 400. I'm going to give this about 10 minutes. This is going to be nice and melty, and then we're going to come back. We're going to put the rest of it on, and we're going to eat it because those are delicious. Hold on. All right, our Irish tacos, not taco stuffed baked potatoes, are out of the oven. They're all melty. They're delicious. If you want to do this with a broiler on, that's fine. I don't want to brown the cheese. I just want to melt everything, so that gets it all melty. That's going to be a treat for later. Come on, that little cheese bit that sticks to the foil is delicious. By the way, do you know why foil is dull on one side and shiny on the other? It's because when they make it, it runs through a roller and it polishes the one side. Not a joke, that's an actual thing. Or it's the other way around, it runs through the roller and it dulls it. I don't know, but it has something to do with the roller and running it through it. That's the end of my technical knowledge. I didn't find it interesting after that, and I'm pretty sure you don't either. So let's move on to dressing up our tacos. Irish tacos, people, come on. All right, what's the first thing we need to do to this? We got to put more sour cream on it because, come on, if you want to put guacamole on this, I think you're a genius. I didn't have any guacamole on hand. Look at that. I even kind of did a zigzag thing. Seriously. Come on, I still got the camera. I'm going to use it. Okay, we are going to put more hot sauce on. And what if I anti-zigzagged this way? Apparently that doesn't work too good. So there. Okay. The suction in there, the vacuum, it doesn't work. The last thing I'm doing to this is the classic green onions on a twice baked potato sort of thing. So I just got some green onions here. Scallions would work just fine. I would stick away from probably like cucumber slices. That seems gross. Don't do that, but I didn't think I had to tell you that, because that is what you thought an Irish taco was going to look like, right? Because you saw the thumbnail, you cheater. That is beautiful. And now the moment of truth. We're going to dig in and see how we did. I know how we did because this isn't my first rodeo. But you are about to find out, as I'm going to cut into this thing. I'm going to do this in the middle, because last time I just picked it up like a taco, and then you just eat the end and you don't get the cheese on it and stuff. This is where the really, really yummy good part is. And no, I don't have to stop for a thumbnail, because I've got a whole other one. I'm eating the ugly one. Oh, come on, people. Come on. Come on. That's pretty. Isn't it pretty? It's pretty. It's pretty gorgeous. Pretty delicious. Going down the hatch. Pretty messy. Oh, you probably want to eat that with a fork, knife and fork, and cut off pieces and the whole thing, but it's YouTube. We don't do it that way here. Oh, it's also Rumble. Hi, Rumble. So, oh my goodness, that is so delicious. Oh, Now, if you want to put a little pico de gallo in there, into the meat mixture, into the potato meat mixture, that would be delicious. Fajita veggies on this would probably be amazing. If you didn't want to use meat at all, you could use the TVP ground beef substitute. I got hot sauce tongue. Substitute. I did a video on that. What? Completely meatless taco meat. It's delicious. It's amazing. Taco Tuesday is back for the vegans out there. Go get some of that. It's really good. You can put that in here. It'd be incredible. If you want to put beans in there, knock yourself out. It's not my taco. I don't care. That is my taco, and that's the way I wanted to make it, so that's why I made it. I can't say I don't recommend it, but feel free to do whatever you want, because there you go. It's free world. You can do whatever you want. And if you want to come back and see another video, I suggest you hit the subscribe button down there. Smooth, huh? All right. You gotta be smooth on these things, because otherwise you look like an idiot. I don't want to look like an idiot. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to. There's a notification bell. All that stuff is completely free. And if you found any goodness in this video, or you just pity me, or you're like, oh, it's nice, the special needs kid is doing good, I'll take it. Hit the thumbs up down there. I'll take the pity. Like, I'm not above that. And what I would really like is to see on the next video. Hopefully I will, because this is fun, and I do all kinds of fun stuff. And if I see you on the next one, I hope until then you have a good one. Thanks.